So these are the pictures coming in from the protest where opposition leaders Mallikarjun Kharge and Anand Sharma have just addressed the media and they blame the government for the pandemonium that has been ongoing in the parliament. On the other side, we also put out these pictures for our viewers of how these opposition leaders were manhandling women marshals, their misbehavior that is on camera, and complete mishandling in the House. So the theory has entirely crumbled as these opposition leaders who are staging a protest now justify their behavior, defend themselves, and pin the blame on the government. However, the truth of what really happened within the parliament has been captured on camera. It is on your screens right now. When it comes to the hooliganism, the misbehavior, the mishandling that has been exhibited by these opposition members. Now remember, they continue to protest on a host of issues, but they are also putting out an explanation for what has happened in the parliament. However, they continue to blame the government as they point fingers over the issues they are now continuing their protests on. Niranjan is with me on the broadcast. Niranjan, fact remains that they're making the government the punching bag. But what justifies the behavior? What is being seen on camera? Women are being mishandled.
Well, I'll describe the visuals as they are right now. If my video journalist can focus on this video, here you can see in the video the marshals are here, and the marshals are in blue, and the marshals are trying to just basically form a human chain. And you can see some of the MPs here trying to aggressively push through. It's very clear here that some of the MPs are trying to push through aggressively and trying to push the marshals, and there are some MPs here who are jostling, shouting, screaming, some MPs raising slogans, and some papers are being thrown by some MPs here. I think that's Sanjay Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party, and you see here that the marshals are basically holding their hand out and they're trying to stop them. And as the marshals try to keep them at bay, some of the MPs start becoming aggressive. You'll see here that some MPs are raising slogans. They're raising slogans, and there is a woman. There's a lady marshal here. There's a lady marshal here who's trying to hold fort. She's in white. She tries to hold fort, and then it gets a little aggressive. Keep watching. The marshals are trying to form a human chain. Some MPs are trying to walk, and then the camera zooms in. There is. Look at this MP. I can't identify him, but this MP tries to climb over the marshal. That MP tried to climb over the marshal. Keep watching the visuals. This MP tries to climb over the marshal, as the marshal was simply doing his job, trying to sort of block them. So there is no. Yeah, I think this is Jairam Ramesh. Jairam Ramesh watching what's happening. He backs off. There is some MP here, and I can't identify him at this minute, but this MP tries to climb over the marshals. He's basically climbed over a chair, I think, a chair or some elevated object. He climbs over it, and then he gives up. He comes down. Camera zooms out, and it goes on. And there is also some, in between, yeah. And marshals try to bring some order. Some MPs are around the marshals, trying to stop the others from from crossing the line. And here again, you see some marshals are stopping the MPs from entering the chair. I think these MPs basically wanted to climb the chair, to go across the chair. I'm going to try and zoom. I'm going to try and pull that back a little bit. I'll just try and pull that back a little bit because it's not buffering well here. I'm just trying to make sure that you see the right visual. It's buffering a little slowly, but I'll play the second visual as well. Now, if the news desk can play the second visual, then I'll show you the second visual as well. Can the news desk please play the second visual? Play the second visual on the surface so that we can show you the sequence of events. And we're showing you the videos on screen. On screen, you can see that at one point, that's the visual of the MP who's trying to climb over the marshal. These are exclusive videos that we have accessed here on Republic TV. Congress MP, look at that. Congress, I think it's a Congress MP. I think we have Gaurav Bhatia on the phone line. Let me go across to him. Gaurav Bhatia, what is evident here is I at least saw one woman MP trying to manhandle a woman marshal, a lady marshal, and I've seen a few MPs trying to climb over the marshals. So as of this minute, when you're broadcasting these visuals, what is evident is that there was no attack by marshals as claimed by some of the opposition MPs.
First of all, let me congratulate Republic for this brave journalism and for, again, bringing out the truth in public domain to expose the ugly face of the opposition MPs who are behaving like hooligans, who have forgotten their oath under the Constitution that they have taken to preserve it, to uphold the dignity of the House. And thus, these videos are very important as they reveal that a woman marshal was doing her duty, whereas the duty of the member of parliament to discuss, deliberate, and expose the government was not fulfilled by them because they lacked any facts, they lacked any issues, and they are disconnected with the people of the country.
Yes. And what happens? I mean, is the government going to take some action? What is the sense that you're getting? I know you're from the BJP, you're a spokesperson of the BJP, but does your party feel that some of these parliamentarians should face action?
See, it is for the August House and the chair to take appropriate action. But yes, the Bharatiya Janata Party is definitely worried about the falling standards of the opposition MPs and especially parties like the Congress, the Aam Aadmi Party and the TMC. And the chair ought to take cognizance of it, and I'm sure they would, and will respect the sentiment of the people who want that stern action be taken against these unruly MPs. And if I may add, with your permission, the saddest part is that yesterday, when the unruly MPs like Pratap Singh Bajwa and Sanjay Singh were asked that what do they think about what they've done, is that wrong? They had no remorse, no repentance, no regret. So it is a well-planned, sinister design against the democracy of our country.
Yes. And let me just, just once, Gaurav, while you're on the phone line, just explain the sequence of events. At 18:02 p.m., I think there's a timestamp here, 18:02 p.m., Trinamool Congress MP Dola Sen and Shanta Chaturvedi, they keep shouting democracy killed in the well of the house. At 6:22, at 6:22, Dola Sen is seen pushing and obstructing the way of the leader of the house and the parliamentary minister. At 6:26, Congress MP Nasir Hussain, Priyanka Chaturvedi of Shiv Sena, Arpita Ghosh of Trinamool Congress tear apart a paper in the well of the house. At 6:31, Devi Natham, Chaya Varma, both Congress push, drag the lady marshal, try to bang the lady marshal's head. At 6:33, Congress MP Ripun Bora climbs over a marshal, tries to reach the chair. At 6:40, Derek O'Brien is seen, pulling up his phone and recording the ruckus. These are time-stamped visual, right? And I think somewhere the opposition should come back and hold a news conference and explain what really happened. Why were they climbing on marshals and physically assaulting a woman marshal?
Niranjan, let me say this, people who believe in democracy are also open to discussions and they come out and explain things. MPs who are unruly and their leaders who believe in monarchy will never come out to explain their misdeeds. And after the video exposure by Republic, nothing remains to be explained. It is out in the open and it clearly shows the destructive mindset of the opposition, which has no respect for the Constitution, for the Parliament, and for the people of this country.
Thank you, Gaurav Bhatia. That was Gaurav Bhatia of the BJP speaking to Republic TV. I have some breaking news now coming in. 2 p.m. the government is going to hold a news conference at Shastri Bhavan. Breaking that on Republic, the government news conference is at 2 p.m. at Shastri Bhavan. Senior ministers are being fielded. Anurag Thakur, the Information Broadcasting Sports Minister, Prahalad Joshi, Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Piyush Goyal is going to be addressing the news conference along with Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi. A response to what was claimed by the opposition this morning, the government feeling its top ministers, at least 4 of them, will be present at Shastri Bhavan. So these are visual images If anybody's asking for proof, these are this is video proof. We'll play out the videos one by one, video 1, video 2, video 3, and we will tell you, you know, what the videotape show. Once again, I'm going to quickly tell our viewers a little bit about what we can see in these tapes. We'll try and keep getting responses on the phone line as well. We'll keep getting responses on the phone line as well to the tapes that are being broadcast on Republic TV. Once again, explaining the sequence of events at 6:02 p.m. Trinamool Congress parliamentarians, two of them, I think that's Dola Sen and Shanda Chaturvedi, they shout, "Democracy killed in the well of the House." And at 6:22, Dola Sen is seen pushing and obstructing the way of the leader of the House and Parliamentary Minister. 6:26 p.m, Congress MP Nasir Hussain, Sena MP Priyanka Chaturvedi, Arpita Ghosh, Trinamool Congress, tearing apart a paper in the well of the House. At 6:31 p.m, Devi Naitam and Chaya Varma, both Congress, pushing, dragging the Lady Marshal, trying to bang the Lady Marshal's head. That's at 6:31 p.m. We'll just pull that visual out at 6:31 p.m. and show you that visual. At 6:33 p.m, Congress MP Ripun Bora climbs over a marshal and tries to reach the chair. And at 6:40, you can also see Trinamool Congress MP Derek O'Brien, who's seen recording. He's recording all of it.